Breaking news, y'all. Yesterday, Cracker Barrel decided to change their logo. They took off the white guy sitting on the chair next to the barrel, the iconic symbol for Cracker Barrel. They changed it to a text-only logo where it simply just says Cracker Barrel. Now, as my white brothers and sisters out there would say, Cracker Barrel has went woke, okay? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hate what y'all did to the word woke because you guys remix what the word actually means. Like when black people, when we would say woke, we would say stay woke. That simply means to be aware and understand what's really going on, right? But my white brothers and sisters out there, y'all have completely remixed the word woke into a whole different definition and meaning. So I'm going to use it the same way that you guys use it. Cracker Barrel has went woke. Okay, I agree with you guys. Whatever happened to the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? They did the same thing to Aunt Jemima's pancakes. They took the black woman off the Aunt Jemima pancakes brand. Everybody complained about it to the point where they had to put it back on there. And we're gonna do the same thing for Cracker Barrel, right? Listen, the reason why I'm making this video is because Cracker Barrel is my favorite breakfast restaurant in the world, okay? I've had people tell me that this restaurant, Kiki's breakfast is better, Denny's is better, IHOP is better. I disagree. Nobody competes with Mama's pancakes at Cracker Barrel, bruh. If you ain't never been to Cracker Barrel and got the Mama's pancake breakfast, where you get the pancakes and they give you the little syrup in the little bottle, bruh, Cracker Barrel has the best pancakes on the planet, hands down, bruh. Everything from Cracker Barrel is phenomenal. I love going in there and playing that little game with the, where they got the sticks inside the hole and you have to only have one stick in the hole to win the game. I love the fact that when you walk into Cracker Barrel, they sell all types of classic old school sodas and old school toys and old school, souvenirs that you can put up in your house, bro. Like, Cracker Barrel is a vibe, bro. Now, I've heard a lot of black people say negative things about Cracker Barrel. They say that Cracker Barrel is a slave owner. I disagree, bro. I've been going to Cracker Barrel since I was a kid. I don't think I've experienced racism at any Cracker Barrel. I've never felt like I shouldn't be inside a Cracker Barrel. Maybe it's because I grew up in South Florida, which is for the most part very diverse. And listen, man, I love Cracker Barrel. You know what I'm saying? But this just doesn't make any sense, bro. You don't change the logo. Like, my whole thing is, like, what is the point of changing this logo? Like, okay, let's just say that the white guy that's sitting on the chair next to the barrel, let's just say that that's a slave owner, right? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a flying fuck? Slavery is something that is a part of American history, right? It happened. If this gentleman in the Cracker Barrel logo, let's just say that that's a slave master or whatever, right? Who gives a fuck, bro? The food is good, right? History is history. The past is the past. As long as the pancakes is good, as long as they got their signature syrup in the bottle, as long as that's good, as long as the customer service is good, what's the issue? What is the issue? So let me read you guys this article from Yahoo. I'm gonna read this article from Yahoo Life. Shout out to Yahoo. It says the Cracker Barrel brand has always leaned heavily on nostalgia, with the restaurant's chain locations embodying the feel of an old country store. The menu is filled with comfort food classics, and the restaurant themselves are packed with antique knickknacks that evoke a different age. But recently, the brand has changed its tactics slightly, attempting to bridge the gap between its origins and modern design aesthetics. This began in 2024 with Cracker Barrel remodeling stores with a new design. And the next step was the change to its iconic logo. The new Cracker Barrel logo adopts a minimal approach concurrent with the times, eschewing the old man leaning on the barrel that has been the symbol of the chain since 1977, and instead simply placing the brand name in a new typeface on the familiar gold background. The newest chain comes from a part of a campaign that the brand is calling All the More, which seeks to keep the best aspects of the brand. There will be no shortage of country hospitality or the self-described abundant portions of craveable home-style food, while also turning a new leaf geared towards the future. In addition to the restaurant remodels and revamped logo, the brand is also changing the packaging of its products sold in the chain's in-restaurant store and update the overall color palette to hues inspired by the brand's most iconic offerings, such as scrambled eggs and country biscuits. See what I'm saying? Like, y'all literally changed the logo for no reason, bro. It's not like homie on the logo is a slave master. Even if he was, who gives a fuck? Like, this is bullshit, bro. This is bullshit. Now, I'm gonna read y'all this article from CNN. It says, Cracker Barrel stock tanks after unveiling a controversial logo change. So you guys done changed the logo for no reason, and now your stocks are dropping. So now you guys are losing money. It says, Cracker Barrel's modern makeover doesn't stop at redoing its restaurants. It's dropping the barrel and the man from its logo too. On Tuesday, the Southern-inspired casual dining chain unveiled a new logo rooted even more closely to iconic barrel shape, but without the barrel itself, a central part of the brand's identity since 1977. As for the barrel itself, it was essentially the water coolers of the day, Cracker Barrel explained in a blog post. Shares of Cracker Barrel, CBRL, nosedive more than 12% in trading Thursday. The identity refresh also includes new TV commercials, a redesigned menu, several new fall-themed foods, part of a larger $700 million transformation plan to shape its stodgy image and lure in new diners. The way we communicate, the things on the menu, the way the stores look and feel, all of these things came up time and time again in our research as opportunities for us to really regain relevancy, said CEO Julie. Of course, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get people in my comments. I was going to say, of course, a woman changed the logo, but I'm just being honest, bro. Like, it makes sense that a woman changed the logo and took the man off of there. Like seriously, why are you taking the man leaning on the barrel? Why are you taking homie off of the logo? I just don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. This has to be some feminist bullshit. This lady is clearly a feminist, bro. She's clearly a feminist. Like, she probably was looking at the logo saying, why does a man have to be on the logo? That's the only thing I could think of why she would take him off. It says, in particular, the new logo is the latest in a string of changes, angering some of its loyal fans who fear the 56-year-old chain is drifting too far from its bucolic roots. Our social media, some users gripped with one writing that the change in the logo just feels like another little piece of culture dying off. I agree. The change also angered some of its conservatives too, like President Donald Trump's son. Cracker Barrel has also been remodeling some of its 660 plus restaurants. The change has decluttered the interiors by removing the country themed trinkets that line the walls and lighten up the interior, shifting away from the dark woods. Wow, so you're just destroying Cracker Barrel culture, bro. Like, we literally went to Cracker Barrel to get that aesthetic, and you're changing it. You're adding color. Why are you adding colors to something that people didn't ask you to? See what I'm talking about, bro? You know who I blame for this, bro? I blame, as my white brothers and sisters would say, I blame all of you woke motherfuckers on social media that bitch and complain talking about Cracker Barrel is racist and you don't like the fact that it's named Cracker Barrel, and when you walk inside a Cracker Barrel, you feel like you're back in slavery. I blame you soft ass niggas for the CEO of Cracker Barrel changing the goddamn, that's who I blame, bro. And you know what else I hate, bro? Like, I hate when people that never really ate at Cracker Barrel before sit there and say, oh, I would never eat at Cracker Barrel. How could you be black and eat at Cracker Barrel? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? It's a restaurant. It's a dope restaurant, right? It's got an old school aesthetic. They sell all types of toys, souvenirs, statues, old school sodas, old school candies that you can't get in regular stores. They got the best pancakes in America. They got the best pancake syrup in America. The mama's pancake breakfast is godly. The eggs is good. The bacon is good. The sausage is good. Everything is delicioso. What the fuck do you mean you would never eat at Cracker Barrel because you're black? I blame you niggas, you woke niggas, for them changing the logo to Cracker Barrel, man. And you know what we should do? We should just stop going to Cracker Barrel until they fix the logo back to what it was originally. You know, let's just stop going there. Period. You know, in the meantime, just go to IHOP, go to Denny's, go to Kiki's Breakfast. Force this dumbass CEO to put the logo back to what it was before. And that's my thoughts in this video, man. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video. I usually don't make videos like this, but I had to because Cracker Barrel is hands down my favorite breakfast restaurant of all time. I put this at #1 on the list. If you have never eaten at Cracker Barrel before, do so. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the only place that's really competing with Cracker Barrel is Waffle House. That's it. Waffle House, the All-Star at Waffle House, that is the only breakfast restaurant that I can say is close to competing with Cracker Barrel. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching the video. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.